An IP address is a number that allows one computer to send another computer information, and this information can cross routers, large networks, even the internet. Then once it gets to where that other computer is, it can go to that particular network, and on that network it can locate an individual computer. The current version of IP that we're working with is IP version 4. IP version 6 is in the works, and we'll discuss it in a later segment on the CD. IP version 4 has 4 octets. Each octet contains 8 bits. This is a total of 32 bits. So if we look at the IP address here, which is the IP address that the machine would see, you'll notice that it's broken up into 4 segments. Each one of these numbers is a binary digit or a bit. It's going to be either 1 or 0. This is what a computer will say. When we go to enter an IP address, it's hard for us as human beings to remember the binary digits. So an address like this in binary would be very difficult for us. So what we enter in our computer is the IP address that looks like this. This naming scheme here is called a dotted decimal notation system. We entered in here like this. The computer immediately takes it and converts it to binary. Now I said previously that information can be sent across routers, and once it gets onto a network, it knows the individual computer. The way it knows how to do this is by having the IP address work with something called the subnet mask. When you have your IP address and subnet mask working together, your computer will know, is the computer I'm sending the information to on my local network, or do I have to go through the router to go someplace else? And then the routers use that information to determine the route as well. A subnet mask will mask part of the IP address. The part that it truly masks or makes disappear is the host part. So if we took our IP address above and put it here, and we added a subnet mask that looked like this, this subnet mask would actually be entered into the computer as 255.255.255.0. The computer interprets it as this. Any place there's ones, the computer says, okay, where these ones are, this is our network address. Then what it does is it determines this network address here. It breaks it up and says, okay, the rest of it is the host. That's this area here. Since we can send information from any place in the world to any place else in the world, it's very important that everybody in the world has their own IP address. Because if you have 2 IP addresses somewhere out there in the world, confusion can develop as to where that particular piece of information needs to go.